Good afternoon to one and all. In the last experiments, we have discussed down how to plot a signal, how to plot a continuous time signal, how to plot a discrete time signal. And also we have discussed down how to write a MATLAB program for finding a cross correlation and autocorrelation of a given sequence. Today, we will discuss about how to find or how to write a MATLAB code for finding DFT and IDFT. There are different methods again. As we know, we are finding DFT with matrix method, we are finding DFT with formula method. But here we will use two different methods to write a code. One is for using inbuilt function to find a DFT and IDFT, and another one is using formula method. So let's continue with that part. Let me start my screen. Hope my screen is visible to all. Is my screen is visible to all?
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. So today's experiment number 3 we are performing, right? 3 or 4?
3.
3 only, right? And hope you are all writing parallelly the experiments manual. This lab manual, I have kept it on the study material link. You can take it from that part and you can start writing experiment wise. So today we are going to discuss on discrete Fourier transform and inverse discrete Fourier transform. Okay. So before going to start with a discrete Fourier transform and inverse discrete Fourier transform, so first of all, let us understand, already we have discussed what is DFT and what is IDFT. Can anyone tell me what is DFT? What is DFT? And what is IDFT? Yes, anyone? What is DFT? Start speaking quickly. What do you mean by DFT? Can anyone tell me the answer for DFT and IDFT? Who will tell me the answer?
Discrete Fourier transform and
Discrete.
inverse discrete Fourier transform.
This is discrete Fourier transform and inverse discrete Fourier transform. Okay. This is discrete Fourier transform. Fourier transform. And below one is inverse discrete Fourier transform. What do you mean by that? क्या मतलब है उसका वैसा बोले तो? So what we are doing here exactly? Can anyone tell me? Discrete Fourier transform means what? Quickly, I want quick answers. Let's write down the first point on this part. Yes. What does it mean? What do you mean by DFT? Already we have discussed a theory part on this part. So now I want answer from your side. Who will tell me the answer? Yes. Start speaking. Komal is there. Komal Thorat. Komal, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what do you mean by DFT? Discrete Fourier transform. Just 1 week back, we have studied about all these things. What do you mean by DFT? Komal? Yes, who will tell me the definition of DFT? Who will tell me the definition of DFT? The discrete time domain sequence converted into discrete frequency domain sequence. Okay. The purpose of DFT is used to convert, here this DFT is a mathematical tool which is used to convert a discrete time domain sequence to a discrete frequency domain sequence. Okay, IDFT is vice versa, or it is like converting a discrete frequency domain sequence to converting a discrete time domain sequence. Okay, now suppose if I want to find a DFT, so let me ask you the question here. If I want to find a DFT of a sequence, DFT of sequence अगर मुझे कैलकुलेट करना है, then what are its requirement? क्या क्या चाहिए हमें? First, what we require? How do you find DFT? हमें एक x of n दिया हुआ रहता है, right? X of n we know, this is the sequence we know, and we need to find the value of x of k, right? X of k we are calculating, right? So we know the DFT, that is we know the sequence x of n, and we are calculating a DFT of that sequence as we are calling it as x of k. Okay, now here this can be solved by using inbuilt function, or else we can call it as a, this we can call it as, we can call it is inbuilt function use करके हम कर सकते हैं इसको. We can solve it by inbuilt function, and or we can write it by the formula method, or we can calculate it by formula method. Okay, so there are the two ways of writing a program for this, calculating a DFT of a sequence. One is inbuilt function of MATLAB, we can call it inbuilt function of MATLAB for finding DFT we are calculating, and second one is using formula method. Okay, hope you are understanding. समझ में आ रहा है? Any question here or any doubt? Anybody has any doubt? Hello, am I audible?
No, sir, no doubt.
No doubt. Okay, so here, तो अभी हमें इसके लिए प्रोग्राम लिखना है, तो what we require is, तो अभी मुझे एक मैंने बताया कि आपको x of n पता रहता है और मुझे कैलकुलेट करना है x of k, राइट? तो अभी x of n का क्या चाहिए मुझे? आई वांट अ लेंथ ऑफ x of n. This length may be whatever may be it is, either it may be 4 point, 6 point, 8 point up to infinity, कुछ भी लेंथ हो सकता है उसका, राइट? मतलब x of n में कितने सैंपल्स है आपके? 4 पॉइंट है, 6 पॉइंट है, 8 पॉइंट और infinity पॉइंट है. Based on that we will get the output as a DFT again. So first we require the length of the sequence. Okay, and then we require the number of samples which are present in the sequence. मतलब उसका amplitude क्या है वो हमें decide करना पड़ेगा, right? So based on that we are calculating the DFT value. So let us understand the program here so that we will understand in MATLAB again. ये formula अगर already I have discussed, this formula is we already discussed. So here we know that this is, okay, let me take out the program here so that we can write something over there. Okay, now this is there. So what I am writing here is, so this will be like common for all the programs. Okay. So what is this point indicating here? Xn. Xn is what we are writing here. Input. Input. Enter the sequence Xn. मतलब आपको जो input enter करना है. For example, what the input we have taken? We have taken x of n equals to, if it is like all ones. So that input we need to enter there, right? So input we have to enter it as 1 1 1 1. तो हम वहाँ पे, so what I need to write here? I need to write xn is equals to input, right? So then again, we need to decide about the ln, that is the length of the input again. We need to decide about the length of the input. Length of the input कैसा decide कर रहे हैं आप? We are deciding the length of input based on the input sequence. What is the length of this sequence? कोई बताएंगे मुझे अभी? जो sequence मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है अभी, what is its length?
4.
It is 4, right? So यहाँ पे हमें क्या लिखना है? Length of the sequence we are writing it as a 4. So and here always while writing in a MATLAB में हम 0 1 2 3 के sequence से हम we are not calling the numbers, or we are not reading the numbers like 0 1 2 3. Here we are reading the numbers 1 2 3 4 like that, right? So that's why here we are writing this xk is equals to zeros 1 to ln. मतलब 1 और आपका जो लेंथ रहता है तो वहां तक आएगा. अभी 4 लेंथ 4 है यहाँ पे. So 1 to ln का वैल्यू कितना आपका 4 है. So it should be like output we are getting with the value 1 to ln, right? And then we are writing ixk. Here this xk stands for what? DFT. Xk stands for the DFT. And ixk stands for what? IDFT. ISK stand for IDFT. So that is, here we are using, like we are making xk from the value 1 2 3 4, or maybe whatever the limit it is having, and ixk also, that is inverse DFT also, from 0 1 to ln. Now, so this is how, just defining the initial values about what we require to calculate DFT and IDFT. Now next, what I have written, now if I want to plot the input sequence को plot करने के लिए क्या लिखा मैंने यहाँ पे? t equals to 0 to ln minus 1. ln is what here? Length of the input sequence. Then subplot 3 2 1. What does it indicate here? 3 2 1. मतलब मुझे अभी यहाँ पे 3 फिगर प्लॉट करना है. एक इनपुट फिगर, एक DFT वाला, देन एक IDFT वाला, right? So that means here again we are calculating the value t equals to 0 to ln minus 1. Then again we are plotting the sequence stem t comma xn. मतलब we are plotting here input n. Then we are calling like grid is there. Grid का मतलब है ऐसा आपका ग्राफ दिखेगा. ग्राफ में आपको grid form में दिखेंगे, right? Likewise you will get the grids. So that's how we are getting it as a grid. Then y label we are writing it as amplitude. X label is time index, and the input title we are giving it as a input sequence. So this is all about plotting of input sequence. This is the example, or this is the plotting of input sequence. Okay. Now once if you plot the input sequence, then we will write a program, or we will write the method code for finding the IDFT. That is, sorry, first we are finding the DFT, and then we are finding the IDFT. Here y equals to FFT. Here FFT stands for fast Fourier transform. The inbuilt function used to find, here inbuilt function used to find DFT is, inbuilt function used to find DFT is FFT. That is, we are calling it as the fast Fourier transform. Fast Fourier transform. So about this FFT we will discuss much in the unit 4 again. But here, as why I am using this FFT here, let me tell you. As we know that while performing in DFT, we require the maximum calculations as n increases, as the value of n increases. But whereas in FFT, we require less calculations as n increases. So that's why we are using here a MATLAB function as a FFT to find the DFT of the sequence. Then next point, as we know that we have seen one or two examples related to how to find a DFT and how to find its phase and magnitude. So यहाँ पे अभी here we are just using m equals to absolute value of y. मतलब whatever the DFT we are calculating its magnitude. So that's what we are calling it as a absolute value of y, and p is equals to angle of y. So that is we are calculating it as the phase of the DFT, and finally we are calculating z equals to IFFT of y. So these are the 4 lines which is used to find a DFT and IDFT. Find a DFT and IDFT. Understood? Any doubt here or any question? Anybody has any doubt? Hello? Hello? Hope I am audible clearly. आवाज आ रहा है मेरा? Pratiksha? Pratiksha, are you there? Pulpatti? Pulpatti? Sumedh? Sumedh? Can anyone give me the response?
Yes, sir, audible.
I don't know, like why people are not communicating properly. Like कुछ audible मतलब उधर के साइड प्रॉब्लम है क्या? Maybe the problem with your side. Okay, यहाँ पे किसी कोई डाउट है क्या? अभी shall I proceed to the further part?
Yes, sir.
This is what the program. You just note down this part so that I can proceed to the further part. Okay, just note down this. Let's see how many of hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Please note down this. So here these are the lines by which we can calculate the DFT and IDFT. First line, that is y equals to FFT of x of n, which is used to compute the DFT. Then second is m equals to ABS. It's absolute value of y we are calculating. That means it is indicating the magnitude values. And third line is phase, is equals to angle of y we are calculating. That is like phase part of the DFT. And lastly, we are calculating IDFT. Please note down this so that I can move towards the MATLAB part. Or have you finished? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's move to the programming part. So here The same thing I have just copied. This is first one is input, xn equals to input. Then ln is the length of the input sequence. Then I am just converting this DFT and IDFT values from 1 to n. That is ISK, that's like we are writing it as, that is IDFT 1 to n. Then as I wanted to plot this sequence, let me take out that program. आप अपने यहाँ से plot कर सकते हो वहाँ पे, right? So this part I will just copy there. This is for plotting of a sequence. This complete program I have taken it for plotting of the input sequence. And then next I will write the program for calculating the DFT and IDFT, right? So this part is for calculating DFT and IDFT. Okay. So now let's save this part. इसको हम सेव करेंगे अभी. This is our experiment number 4 na? 4 or 3?
4.
4 it is. और यहाँ पे experiment number 4 DFT बोल के नहीं लिख सकते हम, because the DFT is a inbuilt function of MATLAB again. Okay, so now let me run it. So it's asking a sequence. ठीक है, यहाँ पे sequence आप कोई भी एक DFT का example ले लो and we will check that. कोई example का sequence बताएंगे मुझे अभी DFT का? I have taken one example, or we have taken an example related to like how to find DFT, magnitude and phase. कोई एक example बताओ, we will check the answer. Yes? Anybody?
One 1 0 0.
1 1 0 0. Right. So here you have to be careful that enter the sequence xn. यहाँ पे equal to लिखना जरूरत नहीं है. Right? अगर आप equal to लिखेंगे तो वहाँ पे it will show as error again. Right? So this is our answer. अब आंसर चेक कर लो अभी. So we got, okay, this is magnitude and this is the phase part. Okay, and if I wanted to display this xk and if I want to display this ik also, तो क्या करना पड़ेगा मुझे? अगर मुझे ये आंसर डिस्प्ले करना है वहां पे, क्या करना पड़ेगा, कोई बताएंगे मुझे? If I want to see the result of this DFT, तो मुझे यहाँ पे I need to remove this semicolon. मतलब semicolon का फायदा क्या है यहाँ पे? What it says is the line which you don't want to see the answer in the command window, तो उसे हम suppress कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे, right? So that means let me run it once again as I have changed the thing. तो इसको मैं सबको clear कर देता हूँ यहाँ पे. So let me show it. क्या sequence था अपना? 1 1 0 0. Right? ये देखो अभी. Okay? So ये आ गया आंसर. 2 1 minus 1 I then 0 then 1 plus 1 I. है क्या आंसर इसका?
Yes, sir.
Right? It's like 2 1 minus 1j may be written, 0 and 1 plus 1j. J instead of j here in this MATLAB we are taking it as I. ठीक है, उसका मैग्नीट्यूड पार्ट हमने कैलकुलेट किया होगा. क्या था मैग्नीट्यूड पार्ट? इट्स लाइक 2 1.414 0 1.414. and its phase part is this one, 0 minus 0.785, 0, 0.785, and lastly Z is what here is the IDFT जो दिया हुआ sequence है. So this is the way how we can calculate DFT and IDFT. Yes? Any question here? Any doubt? Anybody has any doubt here? किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन है क्या?
No, sir.
I hope if you have a questions with you, you can check with other questions also. Right. अगर मुझे अभी if I wanted to plot all these things, so suppose मुझे ये plot करना है अभी, right? तो क्या करना पड़ेगा मुझे? Yes, कोई बताएंगे मुझे अभी? If I wanted to plot this output of this part, y equals to FFT xn, मतलब मुझे y को प्लॉट करना है अभी, तो क्या करना है बोलो? क्या प्रोग्राम लिखना है यहाँ पे? Yes, anybody? Now if I want to plot the DFT value, if I want to plot the phase value, if I want to plot the magnitude value, then what should be the code or what should be the line I need to write? कोई बताएंगे?
STEM XK.
Stem will be there, right? So here we are writing this is like ये तो अपना t value हमें define करना ही है. Then subplot 3 2 2, right? Stem t comma magnitude, right? So which will give you the value of that magnitude plot. तो यहाँ तक आपका magnitude plot आएगा. Okay, and then we are writing it by magnitude response by formula we are writing. ये formula जरूरत नहीं है अभी हमें. So we will take out this part. यहाँ पे मैं ले सकता हूँ अभी इसका. So this part. Then again here we are writing this is subplot 323 t comma m and its value. Likewise, I have to write here. Similarly, I have to write for phase part के लिए. Phase part के लिए what I am going to take this like stem t comma phase grid, and then finally we are writing this IIFT का value, right? So this, if I take it this way, this is 2 3 4 and then 5. Okay, let's see the program. Now let me show it. यहाँ पे इसको क्लियर कर देता हूं मैं. Then let's run it. Sequence क्या लेते हैं हम? 1. This is the sequence. Okay. यहाँ पे अभी अनडिफाइंड फंक्शन और वेरिएबल मैग्नीट्यूड. ओके. तो यहाँ पे सिंपल वे, लेट मी टेल यू. तो हम क्या करेंगे अभी. सो दिस इज subplot 322. What we have taken? T comma m. I will take this is T comma m. Simple. अगर यहाँ पे मैग्नीट्यूड प्लॉट कर रहे हैं ना हम, T comma m we will take. Okay. Then y label, amplitude, x label. And this is title. Magnitude response by formula or inbuilt function, whatever you are. Just like let's write a magnitude response. Okay. Then similarly for this, ये सब हटा देंगे यहाँ पे, इसकी जरूरत ही नहीं है अभी. ग्रिड वगैरह नहीं चाहिए मुझे यहाँ पर. दिस आई विल टेक आउट. Then this is 322, 321, 322, 323. We will take this. Then phase part, instead of directly like this phase part, so let me write it as this P. यहाँ पे आएगा अभी. Let's see for this. तो थोड़ा कम कर दिया मैंने अभी वहाँ पे. So it's like 1, 1, 0, 0. आ गया अभी. So direct values I have taken. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Our input sequence and this is our magnitude response. ऐसा ही प्लॉट आया था अपना. प्लॉट सेम था क्या वहां पे? हेलो.
No, sir. हे example ला magnitude आणि phase नाही calculate
नव्हता का?
केलं तर.
ओके. मग एखादा एक्झाम्पल बघा की कुठला आम्ही सॉल्व केला होता. सो दैट वी विल गेट अ कॉन्फिडेंस कि हमने जो किए है वो सही किए है बोल के. ठीक है. कैन यू चेक इफ एनीबॉडी इज हैविंग नोटबुक विथ यू. नोटबुक आहे का
Yes,
कोणाकडे?
sir.
हां. ओके. लेट.
Yes, sir आहे.
हां. सांगा क्वेश्चन.
1110.
1110. ओके. सी. तो आंसर क्या आता है अपना? सो वी गॉट DFT अपना 3 + 3 minus J, right? 1 आणि प्लस J. बराबर.
Yes, sir.
3 minus J, 1 plus J. मैग्नीट्यूड काय आता? 311, right?
Yes, sir.
And its phase we got it as 0 minus 1.5708, 0 1.5708. The IDFT same sequence. Okay. बराबर.
Sir 1.570 इथं pi/2 म्हणजे 90 यायला पाहिजे.
नाही ऍक्च्युअली काय होतं मॅडम, इथं रेडियन्स मध्ये घेत आहे व्हॅल्यू ते. लाईक इफ यू डिवाइड इट लाईक 3.142, pi/2 डिग्री में नहीं लेना है यहाँ पे. वी हैव टू टेक इट इन रेडियन. ये वैल्यू रेडियन में रहता है यहाँ पे. अगर आप इसको डिग्री में कन्वर्ट करना है तो
Okay,
कर
sir.
सकते हैं. सो 3.142 होता है ना पाई का वैल्यू.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो उसको डिवाइड बाई 2 करने के बाद ये वैल्यू आता है आपका. इट्स ऑल इन रेडियन. ठीक है. तो अभी इसका फिगर अपने को ऐसा दिखता है. तो फिगर पे हमने प्लॉट किया है वहां पे. सी एट 0 इट इज 1, शुड बी 3 ना. तो एम्पलीट्यूड क्यों 1 आ रहा है इसका? मैग्नीट्यूड रेस्पॉन्स, इट्स एम्पलीट्यूड शुड बी 3 ना. 3 तक जाना चाहिए इसका. ओके, लेट मी चेक दैट. 0 1 2 3 पे सिग्नल प्लॉट है आपका, एम्पलीट्यूड इज 3 3 3 1 1 है क्या, कितना एम्पलीट्यूड आपका? सॉरी, दिस इज करेक्ट, इनपुट सीक्वेंस करेक्ट है ना अपना, 1 1 1 है,
Yes, sir. Yes,
this
sir.
is input sequence is correct. Then magnitude response, it's like 2 के बाद आ रहा है, 2 और 4 के बीच में 3 है, then again it is 1 1 1, बराबर? Yes, this is correct. Hope everyone understood that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how about we have calculated the DFT and IDFT using the inbuilt function.